for first success in the only cup competition in the country against a determined, most successful side in the competition, all the way from the friendly city of Ndola. Shooting from left to right now, the Lusaka Dynamos will certainly be expected to come into this match with a different approach from their cup-decorated coach in Wetson Nyirenda, whom it must be said has a new cabinet waiting for this trophy. Somebody should be surely cleaning it up now. But the message could be different because Zesco United want another success story. They're looking for a seventh one.
You do know that unfortunately with cabinets, sometimes it's not trophies that get housed in there. Even dust can be in the cabinet.
Well, he doesn't have any dust in it. He's got an old cabinet that's full of trophies, looking for a new one because accommodation is important for this big Absa Cup trophy.
He's one of the best coaches in the country.
Absolutely.
He knows how to win cup games. He's done it in
United feeling the pressure. Here comes a free kick, and Jesse Were with an emphatic clearance. Motusi denied the ball, and it will go out for Lusaka Dynamos throw in. As once again we welcome you back. It's the second half match, which must end with winners and losers. Losers doesn't sound nice, so let's make it nice. Runners up. That's
no matter how you say it, somebody's crying today.
This is Kampamba, very tricky player. He will shoot from there, but the wind and the spinning ball going off target.
Well, it looks like Zesco are getting in confidence, and more so Kelvin Mwanga Kampamba and Jesse Were being brought into play. Also, because of the technical change, they've swapped positions now twice or so, one playing on the left, the other playing on the right, and vice versa. I've not seen a lot from the new entrant, Tafaswa Risiki, who came in to probably change the tactics. He actually came in for Muilapiwi Jr. in the 36th minute. The Zimbabwean has not had an impact on the game. You can say the same about the Botswana international in Mini Cooper. He was brought in to conduct the orchestra, but I don't know if the orchestra is not there or he doesn't have the tools to conduct the orchestra.
Well, it's all about warming up to the match. Rusike will want to use the rest of the 45 minutes to hit up could be the difference in that creativity and bring in that much required impact. This ball will go out for a goal kick. In the meantime, Nkana are playing in Deni, and word has it, the new signing at Nkana, as Alex Ngonga missed a penalty. Nkana are trailing by what? 2-0 now. 2
goals, they've just conceded a goal now. Nkana has got a new player in Basel from Power and a new coach. Not so new. He's pretty much like furniture there. He always leaves and comes back. Beston Chambeshi.
Man down, and it's Luvamba Moyela.
I would think he would do well to leave the field of play. I mean, he's put in a decent shift, holds the ball very well, even as Adrian Chama goes in and reminds him that football is a contact sport. But I think that Wada has got options on the bench, and Moyela probably will be the casualty. If it's not him, it's Motisi Cooper. The Zebra International has really been running around rings, not controlled the game by all means, not been an impact.
Paxton Kapumbu will get the throw in with the 5 minutes into the Absa Cup final. Long throw aimed at the box and trying to get Winston Kalengo. Ball will still give the opportunity to the defending champions to have another go at another throw in. It's long into the box. Heads up for Lusaka Dynamos. trying to get the defending champions at distance. Kampamba, very, very tricky to Faxen Kapumbu, whose attempt to cross the ball is blocked by Paul Banda. He's feeling the pressure. Paul Banda has been really, really troubled by one Kelvin Kampamba, who seems to have the ability to make the ball obey him at every angle. This is Chandam Kuka. Headed in, and Motusi will take it out. Lusaka Dynamos now with chance to have some quick transition. Aubrey Funga, he's got a man to beat, cuts in, is still going. Lusaka Dynamos, good shielding of the ball, and an effort. Still pressure here on Zesco United. Motusi, Kopa, what can he do with the ball? Takes it, Marvin Jerry's header, scraps his head and just loses direction to go out for a goal kick.
Moela putting in a shift and a half, but he's not getting the necessary support. Aubrey Funga and the likes of Marvin Jerry playing far away from him, almost isolated on his lonesome self.
Funga again, with the man to beat in Faxen Kapumbu, manages to whip in the cross. And Zesco United allowing Colin Sikombe to have the heading chance. But there was Simon Silvimba to contend with for Sikombe, who will break the deadlock, who will breach this goalless situation.
Well, the Zesco defense is resolute. If you look at the back line of Adrian Chama, Simon Silvimba, Solomon Sakala and Faxon Kapumbu, they've only conceded 16 goals in the league.
Oh, that's a clever ball. It's Rusike. Kelvin Kampamba doesn't hit it as he would have loved to. It's Rusike. Sends it back to the man who knows how to make the ball work. This is Kapumbu, who let the ball go out for a throw-in.
It's the final. It's 600,000 kwacha stake, 25,000 for the coach of the tournament, 25,000 for the player of the tournament. I would expect somebody to grab the game by the scruff of its neck and just give us something to get shocked by.
This is Jesse Were. He's got 2 for company. And Lusaka Dynamos grabbed the ball from him. No one in particular. Throw in to the defending champions.
They're playing so deep, Lusaka Dynamos. Only one player in the Zesco half. They need to push the line slightly higher. They need to follow through with this Zesco side. Because once you trouble and allow trouble to trouble you, you will get troubled. Zesco United have the momentum. The pendulum seems to have shifted. Lusaka Dynamos are doing themselves a disservice by allowing Zesco too much time and space on the ball. They need to defend in the Zesco half.
Rusike doing just enough to win a free kick, shooting the ball nicely and being infringed in the process. Solomon Sakala to Adrian Chama as they push forward. This is Jesse Were. Chingandu. It's Were, drops the ball nicely, but no connection on the near side. Oh, what a way to win the ball. This is Faxen Kapumbu. To Kelvin Kampamba. Back to Kapumbu, who gets lost. And the elite side can push forward. Ball kept in play. The Fadwa has the last kick to keep it in play. Motusi turns around nicely, and it is Lusaka Dynamos to decide how they will find those opportunities. Marvin Jerry, Motusi would have loved to have the strike on, but the ball seemingly going to the wrong side what would have been a perfect one for hitting. Lusaka Dynamos lose the ball, needlessly so, much to the chagrin of Lusaka Dynamos' supporters. The goalkeeper shouts for the ball and gets it, so Makaniso Magenge doesn't have to panic. The pressure that will come with one of these teams scoring can just be imagined, but it will certainly take the game to another level. Chance now, headed out. Jesse Were, will he shoot? He does!
Yesteryear we used to call that a Kanyumba. Jesse Were, the technique of pulling the ball, just getting it over the marker and striking it. You can see he's a man who's a bit low on confidence, because you would expect Jesse Were to score from that position. But look at that, just leaves the player for dead. Mini Cooper can't do anything to help the fact that Moshuri was at sea in that instance. An entire ocean in the sea. That would have made Jesse Were very happy.
It's the ABSA Cup final, and it's a goalless situation. If it ends like this, straight to penalties. And not so sure there's a fan in here who wants that to happen. This is Kalengo, but he doesn't control the ball nicely. Marvin Jerry and Lusaka Dynamos take over the proceedings. They've been quite good in defense, Lusaka Dynamos, but this time around there is a chance to push forward. Aubrey Funga is in the box and just needed to meet the ball well. Faxon Kapumbu does a good job on that occasion. A threat to Zesco United. Tafadra to Kampamba. Chingandu. Kampamba runs into space, but Chingandu decides to just keep it cool. Chingandu. There's Jesse Were on the far side. Goalkeeper spills the ball. Referee doesn't blow, but Mwanga Ndala will remain on the ground.
Well, there's two players who are on the ground. It's John Chingandu and Mwanga Ndala. Ndala feels he wasn't protected when Jesse Were went for goal. In fact, it was Kalengo in that instance.
Time still a lot and available. This is Zesco United's continued attempt to get that all-important goal that might make a difference. Tafadra Rusike, Chanda Mukuka, turning. Will he shoot? Referee would take that as a push from...
FIFA rules allow the attacking team to put players slightly close or adjacent to the back wall.
Will it be Faxon Kapumbu? Will it be Kelvin Kampamba? Either way, it's dangerous, and it comes. Well, effort not bad.
Yeah.
But it could have been better.
We'll give him something for effort. The technique, not exactly what we've been accustomed to from him.
Well, obviously, he seems to have wanted more distance as far as the dip is concerned. He needed to dip quicker. That pressure is gone. Lusaka Dynamos can breathe easy, but it's Zesco United that continue to possess. Winston Kalengo drops the ball nicely. This is Jesse Were. He's got Ocean Mushuri for company. It's the ABSA Cup final, looking for that opener, that goal that would just make a difference and bring the pressure. Kalengo in the box, leaves it, and Were needed to head that, but Makaniso Magenge.
He needs a breath of fresh air. He needs to make a change, Wada. I would expect him to just react. What's Ian unhappy about?
Well, the referee has given a free kick, but he just has to send a message. Well, mistaking the whistle for a decision against him when it was actually in his favor. At least that is what is being told.
Well,
Time.
Footballers really get accustomed to the whistle. I would wonder if, you know, a footballer is asleep and you blow a whistle, if he would kick out.
Handball. Luvamba Moyela, all on his own. Sometimes the ball has a habit of doing what you don't ask it to. How dare the ball touches your hand?
Well, we had such a thing called ball to hand.
Okay.
Now we talk about natural position. The body should be in a natural position. Whew, how football has changed. Do you remember when a certain number of corners would turn into a penalty?
Well,
was it 10? 10 consecutive corners, you take a penalty.
Well, in community football, yes, or combo in football. But I can't confirm that I saw that in a professional sense. So, time is still with the both sides, and it's up to who opens up the scoring and who puts pressure on the other once that happens. No changes yet on the part of Lusaka Dynamos. There's been a change in the 36th minute when Tafadzwa replaced Mwila Piri.
Looking at the Zesco bench, there's so many players there who can come on and change the game. Obviously, Enoch Sakala Jr. is one you would pay attention to, but there's also Bruce Musakanya, Chitia Mususu. All of those players can come on and effect some change, because I've personally not seen much from John Chingandu, so I would think he's a candidate to be replaced by Numba.
Aubrey Funga has got a man to beat and support from Paul Banda, but decides to go for the
deep. It's going to go straight to the goalkeeper.
It's Ocean's corner kick. They're always dangerous. Well, many times they've been dangerous. Another chance, but this time it's going to be a throw in. Pressure here on the Zesco United side. They don't want to make any mistake. Adrian Chama will want to make sure of that, but changes are being made, and Jesse Were will be replaced by Bruce Musakanya.
Well, Bruce Musakanya played some football with Nkana when they played Continental a few years back, but Bruce really made his name with Red Arrows. A lot of trickery about him. Chitia Mususu also coming on. I wouldn't be surprised if Chingandu makes way for Chitia Mususu, and there it is. He's not really had the best of games, John Chingandu. Chitia Mususu was with Numba at Zanaco.
So Zesco United make two changes. In comes Bruce Musakanya and Chitia Mususu. Out go Jesse Were and John Chingandu. 3 changes in total.
Well, just looking for results.
No change yet on the part of Lusaka Dynamos. A mark of faith in the first 11. Free kick it is. And it's Lusaka Dynamos looking for Aubrey Funga. Mistake here by Kapumbu. Funga's in the box, but showed a bit much. Too much.
Talk about having a nose for danger. He sniffs it and he goes to clear. Solomon Sakala, former Zambian under-20 international, won the AFCON with them, has really grown as a defender with Zesco.
Tafadzwa Rusike makes a mistake. This could have had telling effects. Throw in Lusaka Dynamos. The Absa Cup final, resisting to have a goal at this stage. Kampamba looking for Winston Kalengo, but there is Ocean Mushuri, who's interested in the same ball, plays it back to his goalkeeper, in Ndala. In the meantime, Nkana are in trouble because they are down 2-0. Tiki Chiluba with the second goal. Ndava with the first one. Pressure on Nkana. Just about 20 minutes remaining here at Woodland Stadium in this Absa Cup final. Otieno. 600,000 kwacha being fought for. Word has it, the Lusaka Dynamos sense, if that is won, it's for the players to share all of it. Nothing like administration and things like that. Just one goal could make that difference.
Well, if you wanted motivation, that's what it is there for Zesco United. After failing to qualify for continental action last year and not winning the league title, this is just the bare minimum that is expected of them by their fans, and they've been dominant. They've managed to go on. Looks like it's going to be a yellow card.
Well, 2 yellows for Paul Banda, and he has to leave. And what a blow this is to Lusaka Dynamos. Second bookable offense. The first one was in the 44th minute, and Paul Banda has to take an early shower. And what a blow this one is. My oh my.
Oh, Solomon Sakala passes the ball and he goes straight to Kapumbu. His elbow did come out. It's a really, really unfortunate incident for Paul Banda. He picks up 2 yellow cards. Picked up the first yellow in the 44th minute, the second in the 70th minute, and 2 yellows turn into red. Something similar to his shin guard.
Lusaka Dynamos react to this. Kampamba's free kick.
Well, it's believed that it's more difficult to beat 10 men because every player puts in an extra 10%. So it's very difficult. Kelvin Mwanga Kampamba puts in a deadly ball, but I just don't think that Winston Kalengo made contact with it the way he would have fashioned to do it. Trying to roll back the years, Kalengo there. Lusaka Dynamos will have to make a change because tactically the shape is not what it should be. Wada, with all that vast experience, will have to react now. 3 changes already made by this Zesco United side. Tafatsa Risiki, Bruce Msakanya and Shtia Msusu coming on for John Chingandu. Jackson Jesse Weren will appear respectively. They've shown their hand. Lusaka Dynamos need to react.
Pressure here. This is going to be a very tricky situation. Kampamba. That looked a bit dangerous. Looks like Zesco will be using the stature of Chitia Msusu up front. Now, this is where it gets dangerous. Nothing for Tafadzwa. But could there be something for Lusaka Dynamos pushing forward? Play on, says the ref. Players advantage.
Aubrey Funga was in at goal, looking to make that run. Otieno just loses the ball. An unforced error, really. He gifted Shtia Msusu that ball. The amount of turnovers from this Lusaka Dynamos side, they're putting pressure on themselves. A total of 22 fouls, 13 to Lusaka Dynamos, 3 yellow cards to Lusaka Dynamos, and only 1 yellow card to Zesco. A red for Lusaka Dynamos.
This is Kalengo, but releases it very quickly. There's a push. Referee allows play to continue. 10-man Lusaka Dynamos who have everything to show for here. Oh, that ball just falls nicely on Luvamba Moyela. Keeps the ball in play. Looks for some support. He's alone. It's going to be a free kick.
The one thing Moyela does very well is hold on to the ball. Every time he's been given the ball, he holds on to the ball very well. And they'll need him now. that their man down. Adrian Chama looking to chase him down like SWAT on an armed robber. Tafatsa Riziki also provides some support, but he knew what he was doing there. He just needed a bit of a touch. Lusaka Dynamos will play for penalties.
Here comes the ball, and it was to try and get Aubrey Funga. Oh my goodness. Now, yellow card on Maganiso Magenge.
He's got a very interesting name, this lad, especially Sane Magenge. Anybody who played Chimpomba football would know what happened then. Showing his studs more than he should on Chitia Mususu. Maganiso picks up a yellow. 15 minutes to play. Lusaka Dynamos need to react. They need to put in an extra effort. There's need for a tactical change. I would be shocked if the personnel is not changed by Wada Wada.
Kelvin Kampamba for Zesco United. 15 minutes to go in the Absa Cup final. 10-man Lusaka Dynamos having to contend with the defending champions who know what it means to win this trophy. Mususu's ball is not as good as he would have loved it to be. This is Aubrey Funga. That's a good ball. And just needed that touch.
Moyela was looking to put in a top hawk there.
Chitia Mususu for Zesco United. The game opening up a little bit more. And Kampamba and Kalengwa waiting for the ball. But that's a poor cross.
Bruce Musakanya should have done better, really. Well, it's inevitable that the change was coming because he needed to change the tactics, but more so now that he's playing with 10 men. Watson, Wada Musindisi, Nyerenda opts to bring on Chabi, Cherry, Emmanuel Chabula. Aubrey Funga makes way.
So change is made. 10-man Lusaka Dynamos. And Emmanuel Chabula, will he be the man to deliver the goods for this man who knows how to win them trophies? He certainly has prepared his side well, but he's had to deal with 10 men after that send-off on Paul Banda about 7 minutes ago. Otieno rolls it for Adrian Chama. It's the Absa Cup final. This is Kampamba trying to easily beat his marker. Faxon Kapumbu. Will he cross the ball? He does nicely. Goalkeeper spills it. But he's lucky, Monga Ndala.
Well, Monga will give us his simulation of being injured.
Did you have a look at his glove?
Well, the ball comes in from Faxon Kapumbu. And you'd have thought that Monga really had it covered. But he doesn't grab the ball. It's cleared by Marvin Jerry. Chitia Mususu second to the party. I don't know, he's coming off like his hand is not okay. Well, after missing a penalty on his debut.
Eyeing and trying to get what could be his first trophy with Zesco United.
He's got his game face on, Numba. He looks very determined. He looks like we need to make sure we score in regular time because penalties can go either way.
Ndala manages to keep that ball in play as time ticks away. And surely, will it end in a penalty shootout? Should it?
I've got a feeling that Lusaka Dynamos will push with 10 minutes to go. The most possible change that can come in now is for a defender for Lusaka Dynamos, somebody to just make sure they maintain this position and not concede a goal. And for Zesco, I would say they should bring in a striker because that's what they need, somebody fresh. And who better to come on than Enoch Sakala Jr. 10 minutes for the youngster to go further than Kelvin Mubanga Kampamba has in this game. I don't think that Numba is playing for penalties. He wants to win it in 10 minutes. He wants to win it in regular time. This young man has come in to make the runs and make that defense work.
Talk about a special assignment for Enoch Sakala Jr. Will there be impact with that change? Remember, there's one more. Zesco United pushing forward. This is Silwimba. Play on, says the ref. And that ball, a bit too high for Solomon Sakala. Numba Mumamba. Will he deliver the goods? Sakala will have to continue keeping it clean at the back.
You know, the irony with football is that it makes villains most of the time. And with 9 minutes plus added time to go, you would expect a villain and a hero if a goal will be scored.
Play continues and Sakala's strike is inviting, suggestive, but it bounces off awkwardly.
I was talking about villains and heroes. Sakala looking to be a hero there. And just there, the tackle, a wrong decision from Paso. And Sakala, unfortunately, doesn't wrap it the right way. But either way, this game will make villains and heroes because if somebody scores, they become the hero in regulation time. If it goes to penalties, I can rest assure you somebody's going to miss a penalty and he will forever remember that it cost his team an opportunity to win the game.
10-man Lusaka Dynamos, hold on. It's 0-0, 8 minutes to go. Will there be a goal? Forgive the pun. In the meantime, it is Lusaka Dynamo's quest. Now that's
a yellow card.
Uncalled for, and a yellow card for the bionic man in Mayenge.
Paso picks up a yellow. That back line has got a yellow for Magenge, and Mayenge Paso picks up a yellow. There were 2 yellows for Paul Banda. It's only Oshin Mushiri who's showing that he's the mature of the lot. Well, Diego Maradona in his grave must be disappointed that there was nothing concealing about that. You need to hide it.
Seven minutes to go. And still no goal here at Woodland Stadium in the 2021 ABSA Cup final. 3.8 million kwacha sponsorship. It is going to be interesting the way this is going to end. 6 minutes to play. Hands go up. A bit of physical play there. Ball goes out. Throw in to Lusaka Dynamos. How will this pan out? What will be the end game?
Collins Kombe will certainly want to chill on the greens for a while, because he knows fully well that his team needs to suck the life out of the game. With 5 minutes plus added time, they're a few shots away from winning the title, because they will have an opportunity when it goes to penalties.
Sikombe will keep on trying, but here is the picture. The Lusaka Dynamos are holding on. They have 10 men. They don't have Paul Banda, who got 2 yellow cards, so given marching orders. A little chip. Dangerous moments these are, the last minutes, and Enoch Sakala with a little suggestive touch.
Well, he's had 2 clear chances from the time he's come on. He will probably feel, if I started the game, I would have done slightly more. Didn't see a lot from John Chingandu, and he was given the time and space in the game. Total of 3 shots on target, all of them coming from Zesco. It's our Dynamos who tried to make some attempts at goal. Out of a total of 16, they could only manage 4. It's Zesco who've dominated in almost every sphere except corners. It's Dynamos who've had 4 out of the 7. It's 86 minutes gone, the final of the APSA Cup. Number of completed passes are 371 for Zesco and 227 for Lusaka Dynamos. 106 incomplete passes, and 105 incomplete for Zesco.
Chance here. 3 minutes to play. And it's Ian Otieno. It would appear the game is headed for penalties. And that, as you know, is a lottery. Can be anybody's game. Lusaka Dynamos with 10 men, well, maybe that won't be too bad an idea. Chitia Mususu, he's got a good run. He crosses the ball. A chance here. A fluff of the ball. Pressure still on. And still, Lusaka Dynamos living dangerously, but they survived the scare.
Bruce Msakanya looking to just punish this Lusaka Dynamo side. But Paso was alert to danger.
It's going to be Tafaza Rusike for the corner kick. The last moments, as is well known, very dangerous. Sakala would have loved to have that ball lower. Shielding the ball with everything he has is Chitia Mususu. Turns nicely to the appeasement of the few fans that have been allowed in Woodland Stadium. But Duncan Otieno won't be fazed by that.
Well, he's put in a shift, but Chitia really coming on and showing that he doesn't deserve to be a carpenter. He doesn't want to be on the bench. This one will belong into the box from Kapumbu.
With an effect of a corner kick. Lusaka Dynamos will hold on. Sikombe aiding in defensive duties. Motusi doesn't manage to get to the ball. Tafaza Rusike gets the ball to Adrian Chama, who plays it to Simon Silwimba, looking for that opening. This is Kalengo, makes a mistake, and Lusaka Dynamos can cover. Now where is this going? Ocean Mushure loses balance, and the ball is lost to the utility side. And as far as electricity is concerned, they've tried to up the voltage, but the elite side has withstood the shock. 10 men, mistake, it's pressure, it's fatigue, you name it, but a toll on these two sides as the match gets headed for penalty shootouts. How much time will be added on?
Well, looks like about 3 minutes will be added on.
Zesco United, hold on. This is Mususu. attempts a ball into the box, but it's flat and well checked by the Lusaka Dynamos. 3 minutes of added time. It's the ABSA Cup final. What a final it is. Brace yourselves for penalty shootouts. But we've seen strange things happen in football. There could be a goal, but then again, there could be nothing. However, there will be goals through the penalty shootouts.
Most certainly.
So stay with the World of Champions, bringing to you the ABSA Cup 2021, the only cup competition in the country. Zesco targeting their 7th. Lusaka Dynamos, their 1st. Remember, Lusaka Dynamos' glory only coming in 2008 as BP Top 8 champions. There's never been any other. So call them the reigning BP Top 8 champions. If that does them anything to boost their egos. Taking the ball, looking for the throw-in. It appeared there'd be goals. It appears it might be done in regulation time, Muka.
I don't think so. And the way the game was going, I mean, look, it would take sublime individual brilliance or an error of, catastrophic magnitude.
Number 31, Marvin Joel, is replaced by number 10, Eddie Kitiyama.
Well, Marvin makes way. Taddy Kitiyama will come on. Wada has his jacket on. That's the jacket that means he's getting ready for penalties.
Okay. So from a white shirt somewhere to a jacket here.
Well, we didn't really
White
see
shirt
any.
was associated with success.
Yeah.
And now it's a jacket. Okay, I get it.
The jacket means he's very sure it's going to penalties.
Okay. Will it be as is being suggested? Paxson Kapumbo. He will try a hard one, but it behaves like a plane, always going high. No trouble for Monga Ndala. A minute to go, and looks like it will be superiority of goalkeeping, penalty shooting, because the 3 minutes seems to be up. In the meantime, Nkana seemed to have lost to Indeni. Here, it's a 0-0 at Woodland Stadium in the ABSA Cup final. Work, it will call for who will make it, who will make